Good morning, and today's the time to talk about liver-friendly diet. We often mention this. If you have hepatitis B, the biggest support for your liver is actually your kitchen. 80% of patients don't need any medication, so the key thing is to stay in excellent health and to make sure the liver stays perfectly well by eating correctly. And what is a liver-friendly diet? Well, first and foremost, it's very much a process of moving from this type of body shape and diet to more like one of these. A diet rich in vegetables and fruits. You can have bread, rice, couscous, all sorts of beans and grains, and less meat and junk food. And the first and most important thing to realize, you eat everything. You could eat and eat. There's millions of foods you can have. There's all the vegetables and all the fruits of the world to eat. Eat them all. Coffee is also great. Drink lots of fluids. Everything is good. The only things you've got to watch out for are, when it comes to medications, be careful of being on paracetamol for years or months on end. It will affect the liver enormously. Paracetamol. The second thing is alcohol. If you drink, every drink will do the damage of 4 times as much. You drink 1 pint, it will have the effect of 4. Fried foods. The liver is made out of mainly soluble water and cellulose material. When you pour oil on water, it floats on the top. So your liver has to work 10 times as hard to process oils as other substances. You have to understand that this is a totally unnatural food. It's a processed manufactured thing. You put a load of palm oil in your food. Well, they've had to break down large amounts of palm trees and palms to make that. You're eating the equivalent of sort of, half a tree of palms to get that amount of oil into your system. And along with fried foods, oily foods. So, I often look at my patients, and especially the ones from Africa, from Asia, in their shopping cart, they're not buying a little bottle of oil. They're actually buying a 5-liter drum, and all that toxin oil has to be processed by the liver. So people that use a lot of oil in their diet, and every meal has got oil in it, often have aches where their liver is. This is not liver damage or illness. This is the liver saying, oh my goodness, there's so much oil you're forcing me to process. Another food that's hard on the liver is fatty meats. You've got meat dripping with fat. It's like putting grease through your liver that struggles to go through your sink. And processed meats are full of this stuff. Trans fats, it's called. And processed meats are your burgers, your sausages. That's where they get all the rubbish meat and put it into something, so you don't notice it's so much rubbish. And you can see here alcohol, hot dogs, pizzas, beef burgers, fizzy drinks, donuts. You live on this stuff and your liver will suffer a lot more. Whereas when you eat things like cabbage, kale, lettuce, all the veg and all the fruit, your liver loves it. Moving on. A lot of patients have asked questions about what is good for the liver. And again and again, we find it's the same things. Avocado, beautiful for the liver. Walnuts, beautiful for the liver. Broccoli, carrots, a little green tea, but not too much. Grapefruit, lemons, cauliflower, fantastic food. Cabbage, spinach, turmeric. Again and again, these things will come up. Brussels sprouts, another very, very healthy food. Garlic. Moving on, if you're looking around here, you see the same things come up again. Beets are wonderful for you. Apples, broccoli, the food of the gods, fantastic food. Turmeric, spinach again. All your leafy green vegetables are good for you. Get them on the plate. Avocados again. All very healthy, happy foods. And this is the point. Understand the power of food. Um, every 35 days, your liver replaces itself. It's never too late to have a month of good diet, then go and do an ultrasound or a fibro scan and see the improvement in your liver. You are giving it what builds health, and you are what you eat. Eat the rainbow is another little common thing. Trying to get a variety of red fruits and veg, white ones, yellow ones, green ones. The green are the cleansers. Always very healthy. Oranges for antioxidants. Perfect. It's good to study this stuff, and when you go shopping, think about getting a rainbow, but especially think green. Moving on. Tomatoes, like coffee, they're actually a shield. They help the liver. These are raw tomatoes, not tomatoes that you pour a pint of oil into. Fruits, cherries for the nervous system, grapes for your blood vessels, peaches for potassium and iron, apples, watermelons, oranges, they all do good to your body. Pineapples are good for the lungs, they're also good for your arthritis. Bananas, a natural form of energy. Forget your energy drink rubbish, eat bananas, and so forth. So again, these are the things to avoid. Fatty meats, processed meats, fried foods, oily foods, sugary foods. You can get fatty liver from one fizzy drink a day. Alcohol will triple, quadruple your chances of liver damage. Paracetamol is a carcinogen of the liver. I've even seen patients end up in hospital with protein powder. You're eating the equivalent of half a horse, and you're wondering why your liver's not happy. So be careful of protein powders as well. And every day I'm getting these really strange questions about diet. And around the world, people are asking me, is milk okay? Is bread okay? Is rice okay? Is honey okay? Is fish or chicken okay? It's all okay. It's as simple as that. Everything's okay. The only thing that's not okay, fried food, oily food, paracetamol, alcohol, unnatural foods. Yeah, sugar's unnatural. You have to eat like 10 sticks of sugar cane and chew it all down to get the equivalent of one Coca-Cola. It's an unnatural substance. Don't live on it. Don't put it in your body. So just learn what is bad. Don't constantly think, is this apple good? Is this milk good? Is this honey good? It's all good. Know what is bad. And everything else will be pretty good. So these are some recipes that our lovely 35,000 members have shared. Dal and rice, especially the Asian community. They're often living on soup, oily tandoors. Get an oil-free Indian cookbook. How about that? Beautiful. Salad on the plate. Brilliant. There's a nice little bit of fruit tucked away up here. Simple, totally kind to the liver meal. Here we go with a salad that's just a dream for the liver. All those powerful proteins and green things waiting to help you. Here's another salad with a little bit of dressing. Again, a little bit of vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is very good. There you go. Another very healthy meal. This one's a little. Well, this is a stir fry. The thing about stir fries is tiniest spray of oil. You don't bury the wok in oil. You just like to stop it sticking to the pan almost. And use spices, peppers, chilies. These things don't harm the liver, but they take a drab dish and make it very edible. instead of oil. Yeah. Again, we go back to the liver cleansers. Beets are another fantastic food. Turmeric is a very good spice. Apple cider vinegar, very healthy. Yes, your cabbage, your carrots, your spinach, your broccoli. All these things, the walnuts, build a healthy liver. Cauliflower, avocado. You know, when I was told, oh, your ultrasound is, showing fibrosis stage 4 and cirrhosis of the liver and necrosis of the liver, um, I immediately gave up paracetamol that my doctor was giving me. Went down the pub and said, guys, never again. Um, and within, a couple of months, my liver had regenerated from eating just this type of food. It works. We are what we eat, and this is a healthy, liver-friendly diet. And it is that simple. We simply need to concentrate on getting some liver cleansers every time we shop these type of foods, and moving from a highly processed cooked diet where you're buying all this pre-packaged food full of preservatives, full of all this muck, to just shopping in the green grocery section. Buy food that you can recognize. Go home, clean it, and cook it. It's extraordinary how much your average supermarket is designed so that you're through the healthy section and into the junk food within 10 paces sometimes. That's big business, making money out of selling your dangerous food. An average liver has 8 kilograms of preservatives and muck additives in the diet every year. So this is not good for the liver. You're living on salt, you're living on sugar, you're taking all these emulsifiers, colorants. This isn't food. This is paint pigment. And your liver struggles to deal with it all. So if one group of people need to just learn to eat green and to eat more healthily, it is the hepatitis patients. And with Hep B, every single patient that we've seen adopting a more liver-friendly diet, moving towards eating green, moving towards eating less processed foods, the ALTs improve, the fatty liver starts to fade away, fibrosis regenerates. You see immediate progress. And such patients often never need meds and never get ill. Low viral loads. The Hep B isn't a big issue, but with Hep B, it can be very inactive. But it only takes a rubbish diet for a year or two, and then it becomes more dangerous. My managing director, I remember he drank wine, he lived on greasy food, he was on long-term paracetamol, and he still got liver cancer because of the diet, even though he was on medication. Your liver eats your dinner and makes you create a sense of loving it, listening to it. If it aches, if you've got that under the right rib pain, be aware the liver's talking to you. It's not ill, it's just saying, what are you feeding me? If you miss meals, it will ache. If you eat late at night, it's not good. There's an old saying, breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, and eat in the evening like a pauper. And do not eat 3 hours before you sleep, because the food will just sit in your gut and turn to fat. So these are our thoughts about liver-friendly diet. Thanks.